Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome as we get set for the 2017 premiere as Miller Lite presents Bellator MMA. Just a stone's throw from LAX here in Los Angeles. We're set for the official weigh-ins. For those that are joining us on the live stream, we welcome you to the West Coast as we get set, getting things ready for the event tomorrow night that kicks off our year here at Bellator MMA. It'll happen at the historic, let's just call it what it is, the Fabulous Forum tomorrow night, the home for a special 3-hour broadcast event to kick off the year. Doors will open tomorrow at 3 o'clock, so we'll open them early. Prelims will start just about an hour or so later, 4 p.m. for the prelims, and you can watch those no matter where you are online at Bellator.com, or if you've got the Bellator MMA mobile app, and if you don't, you should download it. It's free. You can watch the prelims live on the Bellator MMA mobile app. We've got only limited tickets still available. If you do not have a ticket, I suggest you take care of that today, immediately following today's weigh-ins. Box office at the Fabulous Forum or information at Bellator.com. Tomorrow night, again, a 3-hour broadcast begins at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central, our normal start time as Bellator MMA goes live and free on Spike. Tomorrow night, we'll kick off the action. 2 lightweights, both in title contention. Derek Compos and Derek Anderson will go from there to the featherweight division. 2 fighters again looking for a title shot. Riverside's very own insane Georgie Karahan takes on Emmanuel El Matador Sanchez. And then a slugfest in the co-main event, no doubt about it. 52 victories between them, 37 knockouts, 25 in the first round alone between these 2 guys, Paul Semtex Daly and, yes, Irish Brennan Ward. And we're working our way to the main event of the evening tomorrow night at the Forum. The talk is over. The wait is over. The bad guy, he's back. The American gangster, Chael Sonnen, takes on, finally, the one-time Huntington Beach bad boy, now the people's champion, Tito Ortiz. Tomorrow night, light heavyweight set for 3 5-minute rounds. Today's weigh-ins, tomorrow's action, all sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. In charge, Mr. John Carvelli, Chair, Executive Officer, Mr. Andy Foster, and always with us at the weigh-ins, Mr. Mark Ralia. I'm Bellator Cage announcer Michael Williams. With me on stage, as always, the lovely ladies from Bellator MMA, Mercedes and Lindsay. There's Mark right there. And joining us momentarily, the president of Bellator MMA, Mr. Scott Coker. The fighters need to get on the scales. Let's do it now. One half of the broadcast team along with Sean Grandy. He's the fight analyst extraordinaire. Please say hello to Mr. Jimmy Smith.
Thank you so much. We start off with the televised portion of our show. Of course, check us out on Spike. We start out at a catch weight, 161 pounds. It's Derek Compos versus Derek Anderson, first in scale, fighting out of Lubbock, Texas. Please welcome Derek Compos. Record of 17-6, 5 wins by knockout, 5 by submission. $154.2 for Derek Compos. Derek, biggest guard in Bellator history at the Forum, and you get to kick it off. How excited are you for that, man?
I'm pumped. I'm going to go out there, set the bar for the night, start the show off with a bang, and I know Tito and Chael are going to end it with a bang, so let's get it going.
And his opponent, fighting out of Escondido, California, please welcome Derek Anderson. Record of 14-2, 5 wins by knockout, 6 by submission. $160.1 for Derek Anderson. Derek, you said, I've been winning, I've been performing at an elite level, but I need to get back to my knockout ways. What's that mean for Derek Compos tomorrow night?
He's in for a hard night, man.
They'll get it started for us. Two great strikers, two aggressive fighters. Derek Compos versus Derek Anderson. Give it up for him. Next up in the stacked featherweight division, 145 pounds, it's Emmanuel Sanchez versus Georgie Karahan in first to scale, fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please welcome Emmanuel Sanchez. An outstanding record, 13-3, 1 win by knockout, 5 by submission. 145.6 for Emmanuel Sanchez. Emmanuel, you're the kind of guy, the kind of fighter who loves a challenge, who loves to take on the best. To fight a guy like Georgie Karahan, and you know he's going to come after you, you know he's going to be in front of you. How excited are you for that matchup?
Fireworks, Jimmy, fireworks. I'm better than I ever was, but nowhere near as good as I'm going to get. And tomorrow night, you're going to see the best me yet. I'm action-packed, stacked and compact, 110% complete. I can put people to sleep on the ground or on my feet. It's time to get things right, and tomorrow night, we got ourselves a fight. Tune in on Spike.
Little Muhammad Ali tribute there. I love it. And his opponent fighting out of Riverside, California. Please welcome Georgie Insane Karahan. Record of 26-6-1, 6 wins by knockout, 14 by submission. $145.9 for Georgie Karahan. A guy in front of you, you know is not going to run. You know you don't have to chase him. He'll be right in front of you. He'll want to bang just like you do. Tell the fans what to expect tomorrow night.
Well, I give 0 fucks what he does. I'm just going to come and fight.
Don't be late. Don't miss it at 145. Emmanuel Sanchez versus Georgie Karahan. Our next fight in the middleweight division, 185 pounds. One of the most famous names in all of MMA. It's Gracie versus Hisaki Kato. First to scale, fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Please welcome Gracie. Undefeated at 3-0, 2 wins by submission. $183.9 for Gracie. When we asked you about this fight, you said there's a personal legacy, there's a family legacy. This is about me and what's inside me. What do you plan to show the fans tomorrow night against Hisaki Kato?
Wow. Just myself, you know, everything that I've become and everything that I've learned. And I think before, when I first started fighting, I was fighting because there was a need to be a part of something that I didn't really quite understand. And I think now more than ever, I'm very clear on what that is. And, you know, I'm here to represent, you know, and do my best. So I'm excited.
And his opponent fighting out of Nagoya, Japan. Please welcome Hisaki Kato. A record of 7-2, all of his wins by knockout. 185 on the dot for Hisaki Kato. Like I just said, 7 wins, all of them by knockout. In Bellator, you've taken on a lot of strikers, a lot of bangers who want to get in there and knock you out. Now you're taking on one of the best grapplers in the family. Does the song remain the same?
Yes, next different opponent, but same MMA rules, and I know my job. I know where I'm good at, so I'm gonna throw hard as always.
Let's give it up for him. The middleweight's a throwback fight. Gracie versus Hisaki Kato. Give it up for him. And a fight all the fight fans have been waiting for a long time. As soon as this was announced, I became just another fan. In the welterweight division, 170 pounds, it's Brennan Ward versus Paul Daly, first to the scale, fighting out of New London, Connecticut. Please welcome Irish Brennan Ward. A record of 14-4, 9 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. $170.9 for Irish Brennan Ward. Brennan, this is a fight that all the fight fans who love knockouts, who love finishes, they've been waiting for this fight. What are you going to show them tomorrow night, man?
Man, all the fight fans, because they know what's up. They know what's going down. They know me and Paul are going to stand in the center of that cage and bomb it out, baby. Let's go!
And his opponent fighting out of Nottingham, England, please welcome Paul Semtex Daly. Legendary fighter with a record of 38-14-2, 28 wins by knockout, 2 by submission. $170.8 for Paul Semtex Daly. You heard what he just had to say. You're going to meet in the center of the cage, banging out. Someone's going down. Could it go any other way, man?
I'm razor sharp. That's all I got to say. I'm razor sharp. I'm focused. I don't have to say more than that. This fight sells itself. Just look tomorrow night what's going to happen. It's going to be a good one.
Don't get a drink. Don't blink. Don't avert your eyes in this fight. Brennan Ward versus Paul Daly, ladies and gentlemen. And now for our main event of the evening in the light heavyweight division, 205 pounds, Chael Sonnen versus Tito Ortiz, first to the scale, fighting out of West Lynn, Oregon. Please welcome the American gangster, Chael Sonnen. Record of 28-14-1. 205.8 for Chael Sonnen. Chael, all the talk is over. You finally get to show what the P stands for tomorrow night. What are you going to show the fans, man?
I'm on a Legends ass whipping tour. I'm starting with Tito Ortiz, and I'm coming knocking on Vandalay Silvador Saturday night, live, free, and only on Spike TV.
Almost as well as I could have said it. That was close. It's good. And his opponent, Needs no introduction, but he's going to get one from Huntington Beach, California. Please welcome the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. Record of 18-12-1, 8 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. $204.8 for Tito Ortiz. Oh, me first, buddy. Me first. Tito, no more press conferences, no more talking, no more interviews. The next time you see him is going to be in the cage. How's that going to feel?
I finally just got to shut up, and I'm going to shut him up on Saturday night.
Been a long time coming. Chael Sonnen versus Tito Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'll be introducing our preliminary fighters. A lot of local guys looking to put on a show. We start out at catchweight, 175 pounds. Daniel Rodriguez versus Christian Gonzalez. First to the scale out of Alhambra, California. Please welcome Daniel Rodriguez. Record of 2-0, both of those wins by submission. $178.3 for Daniel Rodriguez. And his opponent fighting in Buena Park, California. Please welcome Christian Gonzalez. Also 2-0, both of those wins by knockout. 182.4 for Christian Gonzalez. Daniel Rodriguez versus Christian Gonzalez. Give him a hand. Moving up the scale to the heavyweight division, 265 pounds, it's Jack May versus Dave Cryer. First to the scale, fighting out of Whittier, California. Please welcome Jack May. Record of 8-3 as a pro, 6 wins by knockout. 261 on the dot for Jack May. And his opponent fighting in the Inland Empire, California. Please welcome Dave Cryer. Record of 11-2. 239 for Dave Cryer. Moving down to the bantamweight division, 135, it's James Barnes versus Rob Gooch. First to the scale, fighting out of Corona, California. Please welcome James Barnes. Record of 6-2, 2 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. 134.5 for James Barnes. And his opponent fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Please welcome Rob Gooch. Record of 4-3-1, 2 wins by submission. 136 on the dot for Rob Gooch. Let's give it up for the bantamweights, James Barnes versus Rob Gooch. Moving up to the featherweight division, 145 pounds, it's Jamar Ocampo versus Chinzo Machida. First to the scale, fighting out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Please welcome Jamar Ocampo. Record of 2-0, both of those wins by submission. 145.2 for Jamar Ocampo. And his opponent, all the way from Brazil, please welcome Chinzo Machida. A record of 4-2, 3 wins by knockout. 145.3 for Chinzo Machida. Jamar Ocampo, Chinzo Machida, give it up for him. Spike and Bellator's Veterans Operation Wellness make a vow to inspire veterans to make the same commitment to their health and wellness that they made to their country. Tonight's vow fight features DeMarcus Brown, U.S. Marine Corps, E4 Corporal, and Alex Soto, Army Infantry, 11 Bravo, first to the scale, fighting out of Murrieta, California. Please welcome DeMarcus Brown. Record of 4-2, 1 win by knockout, 1 by submission. 146 on the dot for DeMarcus Brown. And his opponent out of San Diego, California, please welcome Alex Soto. Record of 7-3-1, 3 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. 147.4 for Alex Soto. These veterans are ready to go. Give it up for them. DeMarcus Brown versus Alex Soto. Moving up to the middleweight division, 185 pounds, it's Keith Berry versus Kevin Casey. First to scale, fighting out of Murrieta, California. Please welcome Keith Berry. Record of 15-13, 9 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. 184.8 for Keith Berry. And his opponent, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, please welcome Kevin Casey. Record of 9-5-1, 3 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. 184.8 for Kevin Casey. Let's give it up for the middleweights. Keith Berry versus Kevin Casey, ladies and gentlemen. Now on to the welterweight division, 170 pounds, John Mercurio versus Guillermo Bomba. First to the scale, Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, please welcome John Mercurio. Record of 8-7, 5 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. $170.4 for John Mercurio. And his opponent, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, please welcome Guilherme Bomba. A record of 8-3, 4 wins by knockout, 4 by submission. $169.3 for Guilherme Bomba. Let's give it up for the welterweights, John Mercurio and Guilherme Bomba, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the featherweight division, 145 pounds. It's Cody Bollinger versus Henry Corrales. First to the scale, fighting out of Upland, California. Please welcome Cody Bollinger. Record of 19-6, 5 wins by knockout, 8 by submission. 146 on the dot for Cody Bollinger. And his opponent, fighting out of La Mirada, California, please welcome Henry Corrales. 144.3 for Henry Corrales. Let's give it up for the featherweights, Cody Bollinger versus Henry Corrales. And now for a women's flyweight fight, 125 pounds, it's Gracie Daniels versus Colleen Schneider, first to the scale. Fighting all the way from Michigan, please welcome Gracie Daniels. $126 on the dot for Gracie Daniels. And her opponent, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, please welcome Colleen Schneider. Record of 10-7, 4 wins by knockout, 2 by submission. $129 for Colleen Schneider. Let's give it up for the ladies. Gracie Daniels versus Colleen Schneider. This fight in the lightweight division, 155 pounds, it's Ian Butler versus Jacob Rosales. First to the scale, fighting out of Costa Mesa, California, Ian Butler. 158.5 for Ian Butler. His opponent, fighting out of La Habra, California, please welcome Jacob Rosales. $154.7 for Jacob Rosales. The lightweights, Ian Butler versus Jacob Rosales. Give him a hand. Another fight in the lightweight division, 155 pounds. It's Tommy Aaron versus Mike Segura. First to the scale, all the way from Palma de Mallorca, Spain. Please welcome Tommy Aaron. $145.5 for Tommy Aaron. And his opponent fighting out of Laguna Hills, California. Please welcome Mike Segura. $145.7 for Mike Segura. The lightweights, 155, Tommy Aaron versus Mike Segura. Our next fight in the featherweight division, 145, it's Curtis Millender versus Johnny Cisneros. Fighting out of Fullerton, California. Please welcome Curtis Millender. Pardon that, 170, this is a welterweight fight. I knew that was wrong. 171 pounds for Curtis Millender. His opponent fighting out of Redlands, California. Please welcome Johnny Cisneros. $170.6 for Johnny Cisneros. Let's give it up for the welterweights, Curtis Millender versus Johnny Cisneros. And our final preliminary fight in the lightweight division, 155 pounds, is Jalen Turner versus Gabriel Green. First to the scale, fighting out of San Bernardino, California. Please welcome Jalen Turner. 155.6 for Jalen Turner. And his opponent fighting out of San Pedro, California. Please welcome Gabriel Green. 154.9 for Gabriel Green. Let's give it up for the lightweights, Jalen Turner versus Gabriel Green, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, fight fans. We'll see you at the Fabulous Forum tomorrow night.
Jimmy Smith, thank you very much. Hey, for those that have joined us here early on a Friday and on the live stream around the country and around the world, we thank you. Miller Lite presents Bellator MMA, kicking off 2017 tomorrow night, live and free on Spike. The broadcast, a 3-hour broadcast, starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central Time. For those that are local, doors open at 3 p.m. Fights underway. Prelims on Bellator.com start just before 4 o'clock. Bad guy and bad boy inside the Bellator cage. We'll see you tomorrow night, live and free on Spike.